honestly, that's been a really strong statement performance there from Arabi. And we talk about Tupan as well. Probably best game so far. I think it's the same for Arabi. Asha, what are your thoughts on the players who can step it up? When it comes to the important playoff time.
Yeah, absolutely. You have Kevin Murphy, is one of the players who have NBA experience on this side, but also all the Egyptian players here have played for the national team, played in major competitions like the FIBA Afrobasket, and that is exactly what you need. All of them waiting for that opportunity when they're given it. Zahran, we haven't seen much from him here today. El Gandhi, an experienced player, a veteran player. All those are game changers. Jonathan Jordan, always the face of Fister whenever he's played here at the BL, but here he's playing a different role, coming off the bench, but whenever called upon, he can get a lot of work done on the floor.
And the excitement of being here in the land of 1,000 hills, I think that it never gets more exciting than coming here to Kigali. We were in Pretoria last year, which was off the charts. But coming back here to Rwanda with the home team, who really, really stoked the fire, brought in some great acquisitions. It's all set up to be a really interesting finals here in this wonderful country of Rwanda.
Some would say that this is going to be the most competitive playoffs yet. And if a betting man is putting money, I'd be pretty high on that being the case.
I love it. Tupan. He's doing a layup, and there's the score. The first point's going for Ville Dakar. Tupan up to 12.
Super aggressive, that play from Tupan to try to start out and kickstart the offense here for Ville Dakar. That's a superb kick from him.
We forgot to say, he's the first ever NBA champion that we've actually had coming to play on the floor here in the BAL, of course, with the Milwaukee Bucks in 2021.
Absolutely. And, he's spoken about his career. Part of the decision making coming up here.
And you have to take the points if you can. Smart play from Solo.
And he said that in his career, he's pretty much done everything that he's wanted to do. He's played against Kobe, he's won an NBA championship, he's played in the EuroLeague and in France, and this was one of the bucket list items because his dad has represented Senegal, and it was a full circle moment for him to be a part of Ville Dakar.
It's fantastic, and these are the storylines that we actually love to see. It's foul going up. Oh, I love the touch. Silky soft touch there from that man. Samba foul.
Just superb scoring for a foul, and again, shows his versatility. That time with the left hand on the layup.
And another steal. Look at that, all around the back pass foul. He's going all the way. Of course he is. That is super dynamic from Ville Dakar. They've 8 points ahead.
Well, you can clip that one and put it in the highlight reel without a doubt. It's a no-look pass here. You see the work from Tupan, just tosses it into the pot to foul. And foul makes no mistake. 2 points and the scoring run here for Ville Dakar to start out this quarter.
All right, Kigali. Ahly, you saw how DJ June nailed it. It's now your time.
We're now in a cultural national park. It's one of the big five. I fell in love in Kigali. People like it in real life. This was my dream since I was a kid. Walking with Eguedas every day.
There is something really magical about Memory National Forest. This is our piece of heaven.
Rwanda is a place that everybody should really visit. Welcome to Rwanda.
This November, Global Africa creates, Africa connects, Nigeria leads. Connects Weekend is where global Africa's political economy takes center stage, making deals that shape the future. Canex welcomes the world to Lagos, Africa's creative capital. Creators, investors, innovators. This is your moment. This is Canex Weekend 2026.
Early timeout called there by Coach Gabriel Usher.
8:01 unanswered here for Ville Dakar. They're flying from that dressing room, and a lot of worry for the ahly side on the bench. You Egyptian players saying, yalla, yalla, let's go. What's happening? The coach, come out. What is this? We're not fixing anything. We talked about this during the halftime, right? And now the players, they must react.
And the thing is that Coach Gabriel will speak his mind, kid. We know that he's a no-nonsense coach, and he doesn't like it when things go wrong, which is the case for everybody. Well, that was a massive score there from Matchup, but a bit of a concern there for Fallon's down on the ground in some pain.
Well, this has gone a little bit awry for ahly. Students concerned for foul on the floor. They've now gone 10 unanswered, and the leads moved up to 12. There'll be a lot of concern because foul is their go-to scorer.
Oh, the right foot and the twist of the ankle on Arabi goes down. It's the most common injury in basketball, falling on the feet of someone else, because your body, you don't know where it goes because it's so uneven. I hope that he's going to be okay. He's walking.
The first thing you need to know is the fact that he can walk to the bench is absolutely good news for Ville de Dakar, but I'll keep you updated once I hear from the medical team.
Yeah, and I thank you, Asheb, because that's going to be very important. He's not just a key player, but he's obviously the player, along with Tupan and the rest.
He's been their scoring leader and has given them the ability to space the floor, and we've talked about his powers from the 3.9.
I understand the communication here between Amir and Kevin Murphy. They're trying to understand sort of, what they're trying to do, because they've got all these set moves which they were doing in practice, and they were going through the drills back and forth between the drills. Also, the defensive plays. They're trying to say, someone was fighting, obviously, because they've sussed it all out.
They have done an immaculate job just closing out, and there'll be a lot of concern there on the Dakar bench. But for ahly, they've got options in their offense that have been underutilized just a little bit. They may be guilty of allowing a lot more ball use to Louis Mark right now, and the ball is sticking for them when the offense has the opportunity to just flow a little bit.
I'm just so glad we've got eyes on foul with Usher sideline today, because that is going to be important to understand exactly where we're at with that man there.
Well, quick reaction here from the medical team of Ville de Dakar, getting some ice on that right ankle. Well, it looks like there's hope. Not a lot of worry. He's got a tapping there from Barangay, the captain of this side, who's also injured out of this game particularly. But there's a bit of hope here for somebody foul to get better.
Thanks, Asha. And first foul. I think it's Kevin Murphy.
It's a crucial passage of play here for ahly and for Ville de Dakar. They have an opportunity to just extend the lead.
Tavares unable to just see his shot float over the top. Julian Mott. Lofted. Skips into space. He even gets separation. Gets his shot in, but it's not good. Tupan collects. Far side. Diop back out to Solo Diabate. Has the defense. Oh, it's his second violation for Major. Just hanging out. We're getting caught up in the back of the paint there.
Well, wanted it a bit earlier. The recognition came a little late. You can see the frustration on the face of Coach Gay there, but also on the face of Roger Major.
Just a missed opportunity. Just allows ahly to get back into this. And of course, they lost their focus momentarily. Let's see if they can get it back. Nunia Mott. Diop with the rebound. There's a chance to fly in. Oh. And, no jump ball because he's just too strong, Nunia Mott. Goes out for a three shot. Flies out the other side. And it will be possession back in the hands for Ville de Dakar.
Sometimes you gotta, that's where the modern game of basketball is gone. But I feel like could have just put the ball on the floor and attack just to get the score going again here for ahly. He settles for the 3-point shot. It doesn't go in, so that is a bad shot when it comes down to the flow of the offense right now and the need for ahly.
And sometimes it only takes one of those detonating big baskets
one of the key players to send the fans into frenzy mode and to get the players stood up. So does Abati's shot front rib. Arabi collects. That's Arabi's fifth rebound. Is Kevin Murphy tries to float it up. Arabi tries to deal with Abati and it's a travel ball on Arabi as he tries to find that little bit of space and go up.
Well, Bill Dakar done a great job being able to disrupt the flow here of Abati's offense. Nothing is working for them, and there's a clear travel there. Arabi trying to create some space. He lifts the pivot onto the bounce, and the call correct. The frustration continues for ahly, but a big chance here for Bill Dakar to build.
And you don't want your big man who's been the lead player frustrated. And that is not a good sign, is it?
I'm trying something a little different now with Sifo and Zaran who come in for ahly to see if they can provide some offensive spark.
And Sifo's on three personals, so they've got to be careful with that. As the shot is being picked up, it's a little bit short there for Diop after the initial attempt by Chupan. Lofton down the right side. Rebound, good work from Sifo, and that's a great shot off the glass for Kevin Murphy.
When he had a 20-point game, Messiah Sifo, 8 of those were second chance points.
Please like and subscribe, guys. Thank you.
And feeds to Kevin Murphy, who picks up the 2 points.
Right left. That's a big score. Big shot. Up to 17 leading all scorers.
Absolutely having his best game in the Basketball Africa League in the biggest game of his club for Big Dakar's campaign in 2026.
And he just gets in the way and commits a third foul just after he produced that magical moment there. Just getting in the way of Murphy. And such a shame because, just dampened, what he's trying to do out there. Those are the three score from Murphy.
One made 3 through our conference play. That is his second knockdown from the 3-point line. Great players respond in big moments and just see that the composure, the focus, and the execution there from Tupan.
It's been like that since the start of the game. I mean, Coach K will have to be a little bit, you have to understand what's happening out here because we've got 3 players with 3 fouls, Missouri, and then of course Camera and Tupan. Just gives you an idea of where we're at with this.
Another big time shot naked.
Like and subscribe, guys.
Well, they're going to have to go to him a little bit more. He really does give them versatility, and his shot selection is almost immaculate at the best of times.
Tavares tries to find the gap, goes up high. That's a big score from Tavares, and a statement score, of course, for the new acquisition.
They have no answers right now for the Ville Dakar offense, this ahly defense.
Back to 10 points the lead. Lofton just skipping over the line.
Another great defensive possession. Ville Dakar pile on the pressure.
Like and sub.
Possession.
That's a great pass. Oh my! Batsy with the two.
2 fun plays facilitated this time. Double team comes out. He finds wide open Baji, and assault on the rim there from Baji inside the paint.
And Tupan with another assist. There's a +1 as well. Great score there for Murphy. Not well needed.
On the bench is what this ahly team has. Kevin Murphy. Well, maybe a case for a clear out. The defense is cleared out. The space is made. The shot is made. The foul is called.
And he's up to double figures there, Kevin Murphy, up to 10 points. 3:38 left to play. And Usher, some wonderful basketball being played here.
Like and sub.
They decided to tackle the here in the PL class. You wouldn't believe it that this was their first ever game at this stage of the competition.
Champions of Senegal, of course. There's the drive through, nicely done, and a great point score from Silla.
They are playing with so much confidence. It's oozing into the offense, and they find another easy transition bucket. Does Ville Dakar.
Kalaf back to Murphy. Murphy goes on the drive, kicks it out to Dakar. 3 shots. Oh, come on! The big man delivers. It's going to be Dakar.
Well, Khalaf has been great from the 3-point line, and he continues to just be highly efficient. Wide open shot, easy money for big Khalaf.
And that's 3 threes from ahly centers. What a day.
Better than the big guys coming to the floor. I love it. Too bad. Trying to shift, trying to move. Let's have a look at this again. Down it goes. Sometimes there for that man, Badgie.
2 foot, 2 hands, and that is the best guys. As he goes up and in. Badgie.
But Chupan, how to eliminate 2 defenders. His passing, honestly, his passing has been so good. What an operation.
Now start to see the value of having EuroLeague and NBA experience. It's all starting to come together at the right time here for Axel Tupac and for Ville Dakar.
Tavares, nice little touch there from Jordan. Frustration there for Sifo. Managed to get hold of the ball, but butterfingers, as they say. 2:30 left in this third quarter. 9 points.
And a quick update here from the Ville Dakar bench. Summer Jalifar looks like he's been able to get good treatment. He's putting his shoe back on that right foot. And Mamadou Ngom, the physiotherapist and doctor who just treated him, says there's a 50-50 chance to get back onto the field.
Don't get that.
Mangi Fidek.
That is the gap.
Nakamu. Well done with all of the well up there, Robbie. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I reached too far.
You earned yourself some chocolates.
I'm just dreaming of popping Dean, that's all.
Absolutely. And I know where that could go.
57-66, foul. This is great news, of course. Just for everybody. For him, of course, initially, but also, you want to have your best players performing. You want to have them fit and healthy. There's an unfortunate incident. Hopefully he's going to come back off the front rim. Comes back out. Kevin Murphy with a rebound. Chance to try and chop it down. This lead is 9. Here he is, Jordan. Khalaf. Back out to Jordan. Jordan goes for a 3-shot. And a touch there. Frustration. So Ant gets the last touch. Tupac just allows it to go out of bounds kind of thing because he read the situation well. Frustration for ahly.
Nothing wrong with the shot selection. The shot just really doesn't go in the intended direction from John Jordan. Should have gone a little bit closer to the rim without a doubt.
Sholo Diabate. Out to the left side. Big shot coming in. It's just not fallen there for Tavares. Hasn't managed to get those 3 shots going just yet. Whoa. And leaping up in the air, the contact was made. And there it is, there's the touch. Great way, great block.
It's getting into the passing lane, but I think there was contact. Contact wasn't called. And because they are in the penalty, now it's Kevin Murphy a chance to go to the free throw line. Tavares picks up his first foul.
Murphy just showing off what he's capable of doing. He's into double digits already, up to 11 he goes. And his late point lead.
Well, before he got injured, with the 20.7 points per game, was already 4th in the BAL in terms of scoring this season. He's definitely valuable on the offensive end. And since he's been back on the floor, has provided just a little bit more structure for ahly, and has been able to just give them a little bit of offensive punch with the ball in his hand.
He's a really versatile guard, isn't he? Just what he brings to the floor is very interesting. That's a quick pass. I like what they're doing, Tavares. And slick work from Ville Dakar. Badgie gets swatted. But if I think No, or is Zeran? I think it's Zeran who will get that foul. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's the swatting arm coming down from Zeran, and that's 14 fouls there.
For both teams in the penalty here in the final minute of this third quarter.
Right, there we go. 2 fans down into the corner. Tavares does really well, tries to deal with the big man. And Arabi fouls. Great drive, baseline drive. Here's the foul call. Not Arabi, of course. That was the just coming over the top of Tavares.
Pressure going right at the body of the big inside the paint there from Tavares. And now I think legal foul is called on the bench and coach.
There's a lot of frustration for Pantelis Gabriel. He didn't expect this kind of aggressive play from Ville de Dakar, but it's BL play of style. Everything is on the floor.
Well, you want to pick your winner. If 80%, 20% at this stage in favor of ahly, BL and NBA.com /team vote. I saw Asha getting her vote in from the side today. I know what she was up to.
Well, I can at least tell you and confirm Robbie's choice.
I can't believe that you're sharing my information with Q.
No, I'm actually sending the text just now.
The secrets have been shared there.
Q and I, remember, I'm his manager, so.
That is my manager.
Yeah.
Q&A. All right, let's go. Lofton. 59-69. We're back. And technical foul there for Coach Gabriel, of course, as we saw. So that just adds to the
like and subscribe, guys.
It's not a done deal. If you're just joining us, which hopefully you're not because you've been with us right from tip-off, but we've got 2 games in the quarterfinals. It's a new format, and it will be aggregate score at the very end, just to give you an idea of where we're going. Fantastic. Oh, Nuno Moore over the top. That is perfect floater.
Sublime from Armando. Quick steal there from Lofton, and that's a concern because he catches it.
Like and sub, guys. Thank you all very much.
For me, is a clash there, and Lofton is taking a seat on the side. I'm not sure he's going to be right back up.
It's a lack of concentration there from Lamin Badji on the inbound, and that's where ahly like to pounce. They're always locked in. The guards, especially.
Yeah, I'm gonna be showing you around that very soon.
Steals like that.
Like and subscribe, guys.
To reduce that deficit can be a problem.
I'm gonna show the next match.
Yeah. Sometimes you pick up a little bit of a dead leg, just with the contact like that.
Those are dangerous situations, and 90% of the time, those players come out worse for wear because the body can't be prepared for some of the contact that happens in those scenarios. Nonetheless, Lofton seems okay enough to take the 2 free throws.
Yeah, shook himself down. I think there's a line violation from Lamin Badji, so he's going to take that shot again. And
Thank you all, guys. Like and sub.
It's going to be a 6-point game going into the end of the third quarter.
And that fosters an exchange there for Coach Mustafa Gay. He brings in Abdulaziz C. and Lamin Badji will take a break and breathe and think about his life decisions.
Yeah, to say the least. He's just got in there, see. It's almost down to the ground. It's the 22-year-old Senegalese centre at 2-11.
Quarter from Ville de Dakar, but ahly are fighting back to just bring it back. It was a 10-point run to start the quarter. They played here, but now ahly is easy back some momentum.
It's a great score, isn't it, from Kala? Works really hard, over the top. Nice score. 4 points.
Tough take, and now it well and truly is a fight back here from ahly.
Tavares. Nuno Moore steals. He's going up for it. Player from South Sudan. Drains the 2. And that is for the third quarter. Brilliant steal, brilliant finish. And a 2-point
only for Ville Dakar. Look at that. They steal back momentum quite literally. Nuni Ahmad, clear for takeoff, drops in 2 more.
What a fourth quarter we've got coming up. We're going to take a break. See you in a moment.
Friends, it's now time for the Green Yard Growing Service. Here's how it works. Select a 2 ways to communicate with each other to get the Green Yard card from one end of the room to the other end. If that's representing the person who gets the Green Yard card to complete the job, then we'll win the Green Yard cards back. So let's head over to Quiet. Where that Quiet? Thank you so much, team. That's section 108. And I have Chris representing row I and Ella representing row G. They know the rules. Take a quick right car to that end and bring it back. In 3, 2, 1, here we go! Go, 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 go. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. And congratulations to Ella representing section G. You witness now a green light rise. Wow, and thank you so much for participating in the green light. Rob Races. Congratulations.
Two points separates ahly of Egypt, the Egyptian Giants, 2023 champions, and Ville Dakar playing their first finals.
What a fight back from ahly to bring it back to 2 points and 46% of the field. 51 there for Ville Dakar. Ville Dakar won the rebounding battle. It's been a crucial part of how they've been able to stay ahead. And then when you see a 3-point shooting, well, ahly making shots when it matters, and it's going to be really important here in the fourth quarter here at the BK Arena.
I'll show over here. A small Egyptian soccer with Zahra and Bibo Ehab Amin just saying, guys, in Arabic, let's get this done. It's the last quarter. It's this one opportunity. We can turn things around. They just scored 8 quick points to reduce that deficit to just 2 points. And of course, for Zahra, just a bit of spray on that right thigh, and he's feeling a little bit better. And he's back on the floor.
The dunk of the game, there he is, Mo Camera. Okay, let's get
Next
this
match is 6 o'clock.
2 points to the good. That's a pass. That is a clinical pass there. How smart was it from Kevin Murphy to that man? Oh, what?
The connection working, primary scorers they both are, and I think this is a good lineup for Coach Gabriel and ahly to start off the fourth quarter.
Well, look at that from Majok. He will get possession back, and Nuno down on the ground as he tried to spin and go to work there with a pick and go, but it's just baseline ball for Ville Dakar. Look at this again. Lovely battle between the players from South Sudan. Made a bit of a meal out of it, didn't he, Doody?
Right, it's hard inside the paint. Without a doubt, and Majok, he pulls no punches when trying to attack the rim.
Often keeping it away from Diop.
Of course, the reintroduction of Sandra Delifal was much better and looks healthy, like nothing happened.
And he's got those green sneaks on as well, which, going to help him out. He does go down quickly there. There's the long range shot going in. Murphy's look at that. Brilliant steal that was from Zerad. Lofton kicks it down, a little bit short. Contact from Majok with a 3 shot. And that is it's a big moment for ahly, isn't it?
But really, that possession was saved by Ahmad. Right there, diving into the floor as he almost lost it on the steal attempt from foul. They get the opportunity again. Saran steals it back on the missed rebound from Majok, and they ramped up their defensive intensity at ahly. And here you see Saran pick up that 3-point opportunity on the kick out.
Jokers has 2 personal fouls, but both of them, when you analyze them, you see the first. in this last quarter because Ville de Dakar is still leading.
Well, there's a point that has just nudged the Egyptian Giants into the lead. Zoran, clinical. I'll show you what he's capable of doing. And Zoran.
14 lead changes in this game. Still so much basketball to be played in the 8 minutes.
And now there's a contact scenario away from the ball. And referee Gina, Captain Zariti, immediately called for the replay.
There's Zoran just shoving. Driving into Majok, just getting in the way of his lane. So they were going, well, they're coming across to discuss this, to break it down to see if it's unsportsmanlike or not. I think it was pretty clear to everybody. Potential upgrade.
Yeah, off the ball, trying to get into his space, and some would call that a little bit of a bump. It depends on the interpretation. Referees might call that unsportsmanlike, but I don't think there was anything too malicious in that scenario.
But every call down is crucial. I think that we're going to break all of this down because you've got 9 minutes left to play. I mean, they looked like they were potentially going to move away. Ville de Dakar, when they moved to 12 points, ahly said, no, we're going to make some adjustments. They made the adjustments and look where they are now.
That final minute of the fourth quarter, when ahly just able to pull back 10 points, they were looking like they were going to head into the break, trailing by at least double digits. That was not the case. They were back within 2, and now they've wrestled the lead back to the 4-point scoring run to start out this fourth quarter.
That 1 minute was, I think, what we can say, bombastic. That's what it was.
One way to describe
Usher, we're coming over to you to get the lay of the land.
Well, I can tell you that both these teams are a little bit tense waiting for that final decision because everything here matters. And the referees are still having a discussion. I'll give you an update. I mean, if it was up to me, I'll tell you.
Oh, come on, let's hear Usher's opinion. We're going to Usher's Corner. It's a new segment in the broadcast.
Usher's Corner.
Usher's Corner. Okay, what's happening down in the corner, Usher?
Well, discussions. A bit of Arabic being spoken, some Spanish, some Portuguese, some Kinyarwanda in there. I'm reading their lips.
But not one off like us.
Well, it's the foul has been upgraded to a non-sportsman like foul.
Yeah, so this is, as we talk about big moments, 2 shots, possession back in the hands. It's going to be one of those scenarios, that could turn games around.
We spoke about 14 lead changes, and this is one of the moments that steals momentum away because scoring run interrupted. And after Majok, he'll step up.
Like and subscribe, guys.
Which he likes to anyway. He's got a larger life character and he's into double figures. Third player into double figures. He reaches 10. Possession sideline into the hands of Diop. And they go again. We'll level. It's 71 each. Solo Diabate finds the lane, goes high off the glass anyway. That's what he does. The solo mission is accomplished.
Absolutely sublime scoring from the master of this ISO situation. Solo Diabate picks up 2 important points and 2-point lead for Ville de Dakar.
Kevin Murphy trying to spin, trying to shake off Solo Diabate. The contact there from Solo Diabate. He's a little bit mad with himself. That's the second personal. Murphy will get the chance to shoot 2.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting now because the intensity has ramped up on the defensive end. You see the work here from Solo, and tough cover for him. Kevin Murphy giving up a couple of inches, and we've seen the crafty scoring from Kevin Murphy. And draws
Diabate into that foul, picks up his second foul.
Kevin Murphy has spoken so much about what the privilege it is to be playing on the continent in Africa, and also, of course, featuring once again in the VAL playoffs. We saw him with the Libyan side. He's played a couple of times on the road to the VAL, but this one is a massive one for him with Ahly, looking for his first VAL title.
18 countries, 6 continents, 8 basketball, and his basketball CV is quite diverse. His experience is amazing. I thought you were just joking about the last 12 months of us just traveling. All the passports he has in a suitcase. 2-point shot doesn't fall. Murphy gets fouled by Salah Diabate. That's his third personal.
Like and sub, guys.
And a third team foul for Dakar. Murphy and Omar being on the floor for Ahly. This is a good matchup problem here for Ville Dakar. They have to try to figure out who they want ball denial on in terms of these two primary scorers, and they're still the looking third of Zach Lofton in the corner. Options galore here. Murphy goes up high. Doesn't fall. Doesn't have to. Just two out of his way. Two guys go down. He's down behind. He's in pain on his arm. Contact call comes in, and Tupac is not in a good place right now. It's that shoulder, it's that elbow, the right elbow, isn't it?
It looks like he's holding his right elbow, actually. And the referees will insist on Hosea there that it is due to the foul ball.
Meanwhile, let's see Aminu picks up the foul call, just his first. Tupac will be given a little bit of a breather. Salah Diabate trying to spin himself away from Amin, picks the ball up. This is what he does. Yes, every time. Salah Diabate. He needs to get more frustrated because he scores directly off those wiggly moments. He's a double-digit scoring in every one of his outings for Ville Dakar in this season, and he's now moved up to 9 points. That's brilliant work that really is from foul. He puts a big hustle. They get possession back here. Where's going? The masterful work of Salah Diabate. He makes it look so easy at times.
Well, he is the only player in our history to win back-to-back titles. And that right there shows his experience and why he's hungry for that title.
But he's not the only one who's won 2 titles.
Yes. I mean, Q has won 5 at this point.
Nonsense team now, isn't it? I love it. Oh, I like that. That's you. Michael Fakwade, of course, the Nigerian is the other player.
That's the first basket for Dakar since getting injured.
There's no big things in this. How about that for a shot from downtown? High pressure shot taking from Amin. They need that score. They keep it close. 3 personal. Except very early. Knocks out, and he's allowed to do it, of course. Khalaf. Wow. Great heads up play from Khalaf, and that saves the bucket and saves the possession here for Ahly. Lofton kicks it out to the corner. Back out. Majidok gets fouled by Amin. And then falls second Majidok. Showing a lot of frustration. Is he upset because he's injured his knee?
Well, the bench here from Ville Dakar reacted the way Amin fell was a bit intentional in terms of putting pressure on Majak's head. But Majak is a South Sudanese warrior who's back on his feet and he'll continue to play.
Yeah, those scenarios dangerous. And, you know, in the age of reviews, let's another look at what Khalaf did on the one side. You know, it's quite silly to try and get away with those kinds of plays, the nature of that kinds of play, because you just end up getting suspended. And, you know, that's not ideal in a playoff situation. Not worth the risk at all.
Wow, bit of drama just to finish off this battle between Dakar and Sonia for 3 shots.
Two parts to that play. The passing of the plan and the composure there from the Sunday all along from the 3-point line.
Like and sub, guys.
Getting a bit frustrated.
Sonia feet set, eyes on the prize, and picks up the all important 3.
Locked it. Out the back. Picked up by Murphy. Gets the rebound. Right, just got a swipe there from Sona. Just to get it out of bounds. Reposition.
But they definitely have to figure out the matchups. Messiah Sipo is back in now. Junior Mark and Kevin Murphy. Diabate is matched up against Murphy to pass on the 1-2 shot clock down to the line.
A lot. Murphy. Back out. There's Junior Mark. Downtown 3. It's a big shot, but it doesn't fall. Now look, they've got 5-point lead here. Ville Dakar. And Solo Diabate. Feeling the confidence to get the impression. Very quick. Major back to Messionier. 8 seconds remaining. Goes through the middle. Kicks it out. 2 back. First been there. Foul can't get the rebound, and it's been picked up by Junior Mark.
I think there was a piece on that on the block shot, so it's really good defense from ahly.
I mean, running into a little bit of trouble. Tries to get his shot in. Foul is committed. The foul. That's going to be a second.
Hard to the ground goes, summer foul. Well, according to the scenario where he had no choice but to commit the foul. You see the hand comes across the body of Amin. Get the opportunity now to go to the free throw line, but we will get a timeout here. The pressure starts to build.
A little bit of pressure. We don't mind a little bit of pressure. It's all about, you know, it's the name of the game, isn't it? But a 5-point lead, 4:41 left to play here in Kigali.
It began with a dream of connecting the heart of Africa to the world. The first pioneers were brave, venturing into skies unknown, and today the same spirit lives on. Rwandair soars higher, carrying dreams and stretching our frontiers. It's not just a flight, it's an experience. The kind where every detail is designed to make you feel home. Rwandair is more than an airline. We are a bridge between Africa and the world, between you and your dreams. Welcome to Kigali.
75-80. Oh, there we go. We've definitely got basketball royalty in the house.
We absolutely have, and you know, courtside, when you think about the names that you see there, you are damn alongside the Hall of Fame inductee, Clarice from Mozambique, and Mashangane just recently inducted into the Hall of Fame, and it's been absolutely amazing to see the array of stars that continue to come and support Africa's finest league.
Very exciting times. 75-80. I mean, shooting there for himself. Get into double figures if he lands this one. And he would bet against him. He's 4th player for ahly to get into double figures.
But as far as quarters go, it's one apiece, and we've had a tie quarter.
Oh, sublime work there from Tupac. Look at that, he's at the 19. Look at what he does, shaking off the defense.
Tupac continues to put on a stellar performance, and again, it's Bill Dakar who lead you in the fourth, and that just gives them, that bit of momentum that they need here in the game. Contact call.
Well, and it's Giamatti. He's going to pick up his fourth pistol, I think, here.
The conversation in that timeout for Ville Dakar was around which means to put pressure on ahly. They are already in the red, and they know that ahly will try to use that against them. But on the other hand, when they go on offense, they have to score.
Still keeping that 5-point differential, so they get in the key points. Tupac, of course, having the first two since they came out of that timeout. You can see Coach Gay is very animated, to say the least. I think you can hear it quite well over there, actually.
But I'll tell you, there's not so many basketball coaches that are not animated when it's playoffs time. You have to show the players that this is a do-or-die fixture. And words from Majok, who's wanted to be at now in 2022 with US Monastir, saying, guys, there's 4 minutes to go, get slow king, and get that W.
One of the areas that ahly are going to have to hold in on is the free throw line, and they've struggled.
Like and sub, guys.
Their conference play shooting at around 60%. They're at around 60% right now.
Masodier down into the corner. Look at that, lots of time. Oh, shoots it there from Dion. Delivers the Gavix. 3 in the bag.
That is sublime shooting under pressure from Dion.
Studio Ball delivers another one. Downtown, big time.
You read the game, make a decision, and reply. And that's why, as part of this, ahly makeup picks up a very important 3 there. Looney and Mark.
They kind of cancel each other out. Remarkable. There's Majok. He gets fouled. He can't get a score. But I think that is Amin again who's going to pick up his third.
It's a great recognition there. The mismatch on the inside. Amin will court underneath the rim, and there's the shot from Mahmoud. Quickly, he's able to reply, and Diop, with some sublime shot making of his own, gets away from the defense.
Bullseye. Second 3-pointer there for Diop.
8th made 3 here for Ville Dakar, and back to the free throw line is a joke.
4 points.
That's what you call a clutch player. Being able to convert those free throws at this point in the game is very important, and that's 4 straight for the South Sudanese, Lebanese, Australian Majok.
Sounds like he's competing with you. This is crazy. Come on, listen. You gotta go get some more nationalities, please.
Well, African by nationality.
There you go. Does that mean you got 54 passports?
What is went, Robbie? What is went? And the pop is capital.
She's exciting.
It's not talking about him, picks up his 4th foul. Now you see the frustration building. Kevin Murphy back to the free throw line again. See if he can make some pressure free throws.
Well, what that means, Q, sorry to get the shot, is that Ville Dakar will try to get some minutes on, or some seconds on their ball possessions. Have, ahly try and score from the free throw line, but on the other hand, penetrate and, add to their score.
So I think that's him on the bench there. He's been quite frustrated, quite animated with his frustrations out there today. It can be positive, of course, because that means that he's a ball of fire, lots of energy, and etc. But when we have picking up too many fouls, the fact is you need him, to feed off that, but not pick up the fouls.
It's a high-status game. They need him on the floor, and there is a turnover.
2:37 left to play. Kevin Murphy tries to go through. Faces a big wall, but gets the shot back and it's a three. That is brilliant. And we are all level on 87 with 2:25 left to play.
Lofton had time and space, get it back to Murphy. Murphy makes a very big time shot under pressure.
He's up to 20 points there, leading all scorers. Oh, 20 is Omar, of course, lose because the points are going in big side.
The two primary scorers for Ahly proving again how difficult it is to mark them. And Axel Toussaint has been otherworldly on the floor here for Ville Dakar. Has been locked in since tip-off and continues to just be valuable on both ends of the floor for the Senegalese team.
Sifa with 4 personal fouls. I don't think whether there's that much with 2:40 left to play, but still, we're not going to overtime. There's this, if it finishes level, it finishes level. We could potentially go in the second game because we need to the 70s.
Highest aggregate score, and that's the best way to describe it. There will be no overtime. Game will end. We will have 40 minutes where we will get to slug it out once again if it ends up in a draw. 2 fouls, 7 assists, and 3 steals. 20 points.
And a chance to make it 21. Yeah, no, he's on the cusp of a double-double, but needs a couple more rebounds. Might not happen here, but watch out. He's been very vocal, hasn't he, Coach Day? So there's a bit of a conversation taking place here at the moment. Regina Captain
The conversation is just to clarify that everything is okay. The coach is not annoyed at anybody.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, I can assure you that what was lacking was a fist pump.
Two minutes left to play as we pick up with Sula to Diabate. Goes down, Magic. Diabate down on the ground.
And effectively, ahly in foul trouble as well. 1 minute 48 seconds, another opportunity for Terry Jock to make it count on the free throw line. Already 4 for 4 from his last attempt. And this one, or these runs, these attempts could be the most important in the game.
Just such a tight tussle between these Titans, and we've got another game to look forward to, of course. That game will take place the day after tomorrow because we have 4 quarterfinals taking place today and tomorrow. So after tomorrow, we go back for those return games. But I tell you, it's going to be high octane.
It already is, and the first game of the playoffs has already delivered what is expected. High level of competition, some of the finest clubs on the continent, and some of the best players going at it. And we still have 146 left, and it's a 2-possession game.
4 points, yeah, that's it. Picks up, I lost it. Louis a lot. Too bad. Keeping tabs on Louis a lot. Drives in, comes from the mid-range too. There's a rebound, number 9 there for Tupac. Picks up here, there's a chance to try and get points. On the expected, always be knocked out of bounds. It looks like they will regain possession. A little bit frustrating. There was 2 options to score there for Ville Dakar, so they'll be a little bit frustrated.
This is where the game is going to go.
Like and sub, guys.
Situation, and teams are now got to be very careful in the penalty. The opportunity to go to the free throw line is very real with the game time clock stopping.
Matchup. Solo Diabate. Trying to shake off a beat. There he goes. He darts through, tries to go right. Oh, so close. That was nearly a 2+1. He will go to the free throw line. His touch is just incredible.
And watching 2 of the continent's finest point guards go at it is so great. You see Solo draws the contact, wanted the finish, doesn't get it. They left early from the free throw line. A timeout has been pulled though.
And that's what Asha talks about. She mentioned, said, the free throw shooting is going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to designate, who's going to go through if it's as tight as this in the second game.
Right now, they'll just focus on getting the result and seeing if they can push out and see if they can make, as much of an impact as possible as we have a look at the play of the game. 2-putt over the head, and it's foul with the finish.
Look at that pass.
Clip it, put it in the highlights package, keep it for a while.
Quality throughout. Coach Gay here. Last moment to dish out some advice. Before we come to you, Asha, let's just have a look at the block of the game. There was Matchop coming in to say, no, you're not coming through, Mr. Amin.
Catches that one right before Amin could do anything about it. Left-handed block from the block master inside the bench.
Asha, to you.
Yeah, Coach Pantelis Gabriel focusing on the fact that it's a game of two here in the quarterfinals. It's not yet over. They have 1 minute to correct things. And we spoke about Terry Majok's efficiency on the free throw line. He's drawn 7 fouls and been able to convert 8 of 10 on the charity line. And this time, his brother from another mother, Soma Diabate, converting. Third time that this pair are playing together on the same team in the BAL. They won the league in 2022 with US Monastir, went down to Petro, but now with Ville Dakar, causing real pain against ahly from Egypt today.
Diabate into double figures, 10 points for him. It is a 5-point game.
And again, he's been in double figures every single game in the BAL in season 6.
Unbelievable. There's Amin trying to get himself the shot. There's the foul committed by Diop. And he will go also to the free throw line.
This is going to be a free throw contest. If any indication from what we've seen on the floor, foul count rising for both teams. 3 players on 4 fouls apiece for Ville Dakar, Diop, Diabate, and Majok. Amin Asifo with 4 fouls for ahly Egypt.
It's a rare miss, isn't it? As we see Kadaf replaced by Asifo.
That's what pressure brings, gentlemen. Amin is one of the most efficient players to ever play in the BAL. That just shows you that there's so much that he's had to think about on the free throw line today.
Okay, 45 seconds left to play. Let's see what happens here. Ville Dakar in possession. 21 points. 3 players in it, 20 points. Majok, back out. Foul goes for 3. Oh, it's close. Sifo tries to get the rebound. It's been pitched. That's brilliant. It's got it high. Too bad. Back to foul. Back out. And a chance here. Shot clock down to 5. It's foul by Kevin Murphy. And Diabate goes to
Shiny day in the Sahara Conference. You can see the whole stadium rising up, but the rebound, even more important, the pickup there from Diop.